Living Your Best Life, A Guide to Parkinson's Disease by the Parkinsons Foundation. Narrated by Marisha Tapera, Roy Worley, Lisa Negron, Scott Pollak, Rashida Marshall, and William Wells. Chapter 1. About Parkinson's Disease. You may already be somewhat familiar with Parkinson's disease. This audiobook will focus more on the aspects of living and coping with PD, and less on symptoms and medications. Briefly, PD is a complex disorder of the brain that involves the malfunction and death of brain nerve cells, called neurons, that produce a neurotransmitter, or chemical in the brain, called dopamine. Dopamine helps people control, coordinate, and smooth movements. So with less dopamine in the brain, people with PD experience motor symptoms, or symptoms that relate to movement, such as tremor, slowness, stiffness, difficulty controlling smaller movements, posture changes, and imbalance. Since dopamine is also important for other functions of the body, speech and voice, sleep, bowel motility, cognitive function, and mood may be affected. These types of symptoms are called non-motor symptoms and can be present along with motor symptoms. Having PD does not mean you can expect to have all of these symptoms. Each person experiences PD a little differently. It is estimated that about 1 million Americans and more than 10 million people worldwide are living with PD. It is thought to impact men slightly more than women, but since it is often experienced differently by women, many suspect it may be underdiagnosed among them, as well as non-white populations. The exact cause of PD is still not known, but is thought to be a combination of genetics and environmental causes in most cases. Parkinson's is often diagnosed by a neurologist who performs an examination and reviews symptoms, medical history, medications, and family history. Additional tests, such as a brain scan, may also be done. Currently, there is no cure, but there are many treatments and lifestyle modifications available to effectively manage PD. These include a combination of medications, exercise, rehabilitation therapies, interventions to address safety and mental health, and sometimes surgeries. People with PD benefit from regular visits with a general neurologist or a movement disorder specialist, a neurologist who went through additional training in PD and movement disorders. During appointments with your physician, you should discuss both your motor and non-motor symptoms, especially those that are new, bothersome, or concerning for you. Treatment options for these symptoms can be offered to improve your daily functioning and quality of life. Parkinson's is considered progressive, meaning that many of the symptoms can worsen over time. The rate of progression is often hard to predict and varies from person to person. That being said, people with PD can live full, meaningful lives, especially if they manage their symptoms and safety appropriately and tap into the right care and resources. To learn more about PD symptoms and treatment and order related resources, such as frequently asked questions or medications, visit parkinson.org/books or call the Parkinsons Foundation helpline at 1-800-4PD-INFO. That's 1-800-473-4636. We'll follow Jeff's Parkinson's journey through this audiobook. After 40 years as an engineer, Jeff started noticing that he was a bit slower with his work performance, and since he was the right age and was offered a good retirement package, he decided to retire. Shortly after retirement, Jeff and Betty, his wife of 39 years, moved from New York to North Carolina to live closer to their daughter and grandchildren. About 8 months ago, Betty started urging Jeff to talk with his family doctor. He was still experiencing stiffness in his right arm, despite having undergone surgery for a frozen shoulder last year, and was having intermittent shaking in his right hand.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?